Hello, how you guys doing today? Danny Lighting here, and let me go get on something you guys might want to look at. So here we go. I'm gonna change this to some different footage really quick because this is the one we had on last week. So video gameplay, properties, where's the properties? Properties. Browse, and let's go with this one here, whatever this is. We'll play this video. There we are. Alright, see, we got what's up, Kush? Emma, what's going on? Mech, how are you? Alright, so Mech has a question about a certain type of pilot skills. The ones where you get more damage, but your durability gets lowered. If you level up the skill, does the durability... Yeah, it takes away more durability as well. So honestly, I'm not really sure if those skills are worth it. I mean, some people are all about the damage, but I don't like losing durability. Like, if you don't have the durability, your robots are going to die very quickly. So you kind of got to have the perfect balance in between durability and damage. You know what I'm saying there? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really like those pilot skills. Now, I don't mind giving up a little bit of damage for more durability, but I don't want to give up durability for damage. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's just kind of how I look at it. Now, if I was playing something like a Siren, maybe I would go ahead and do that. Because Siren's so squishy as it is, it doesn't have any durability. So, there are a few robots where it might be worth it. Hey, Carl Ross, how you doing today, buddy? How's your day going? Thanks for becoming a channel member recently. What's up, Smileys? What's up, Jixie? Harsh, how's it going? Alright, so at Harsh, yes, Redeemers are very good weapons. They may be old, but they hit really hard. They're just all around very good weapons. I'm actually a really big fan of Redeemers. I like them a lot. I think the best weapons for the Lynx, though, would be Glory or the new grenade launchers, and I think the Redeemers are probably the third best weapons. But I mean, some things do come down to personal preference. But I'll tell you what, for an old weapon like a Redeemer, those things are banging. Those things are totally banging. I'm actually really surprised that Redeemers are still so good. Hold on. Like, they're so old, you think they would make them look crappy. Like, they've buffed them a few times. I don't know if Redeemers have ever been nerfed, honestly. But they're just plain out awesome. Probably the only weapon in the game that's never been nerfed. Maybe as, I don't know. I mean, they've been around for so long and my memory is terrible. On the bus home from work. Well, that's cool. Hopefully it's a good bus ride. Pixel wants to know what's the best free-to-play weapon for the Seraph. I'm not really well, it's kind of hard. What do you mean by free to play exactly? And why did my music stop playing? Hold on a second, guys. I'm having a problem here with the music. You guys broke... Oh, I see what happened. You guys broke it into my music, but actually it was me who broke it. I'm gonna blame you guys anyway, because I gotta blame somebody, right? Alrighty. Spark and Calamity, no. There's one problem with Spark and Calamity, Shane. There's so many people that run stealth nowadays, you're constantly going to lose your lock on, and then when they come out of stealth, you're going to have to get your lock on, then they're going to go right back into stealth, and you're never going to be able to shoot anybody. The weapons themselves are amazing, but when stealth is the meta, that makes those weapons have a really big problem. So I would never put those on anything right now, unfortunately. Mech says, I can't change the skill. You know, I mean, if you have it on there and it's working okay, just use it, you know. If you feel like your robot's dying too soon, then maybe change it eventually. Oh, that's Platinum, so that must be your Titan pilot. I gotcha. I was thinking regular robot pilots, but yeah, I mean, Angler is a really good robot. I mean, pretty much anything works on the Angler, but I don't think I would run anything with lock on right now. You know, Pixel, I actually don't like Cinder on extermination mode. I thought that was going to be really good, but I threw it on Minos, and I went in there and I was expecting it just to destroy everybody, but the reload time is so long, it was causing me some problems, so it didn't really work that well. Team 1 says, Sir, I left the game 1 year ago for study reasons. Are you back? If you're back to playing, welcome back. But I will say this, weapons that I really like on Seraph that are kind of easy to get would be Redeemers and Glories. Now, both of those do require you to kind of get up close. Or if you could build some Nucleons in the workshop, those are great on there. I really like the Nucleons and Decay. Like the Decay, I think Decay is the heavy one, right? Those radiation weapons are really good on the Seraph as well. Puncher, Kush, if you're talking about on the Seraph, Puncher is pretty decent. Puncher does the most damage up close, so just remember if you're fighting from a distance, they're not going to hit that hard, but if you get really close to the enemy, they're going to hit really hard. So Punchers are wonderful depending on how you use them. Team 1, welcome back, buddy. That's awesome. Hope you're having fun on the game again. Suresh, what's up, man? How you doing today? I'm doing good, thanks. You have a Morphe. What is a Morphe? Morphe. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure this one out. Is this a code word for something? Hey, Dixon. We got Dixon in the house. What's up, my man? Nice to see ya. What is a Morphe? Oh, this is driving me crazy. I cannot figure it out. I don't know if that's a nickname or a typo. Mech Skyros is awesome. Skyros has one weakness, though. Crisis Reaper will take it out in one shot. Anything else is going to have a really hard time killing it when it stays in the ball. Everything at once, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? Alright, so Fotis wants to know about setting up an angler with the skull type of weapons. I don't think I've ever played that on the angler. I don't tend to like those weapons myself. Even when they first came out, I didn't like those weapons. Now, some people do like them, but they don't work well for me. Even the light ones that have a really fast reload time, for some reason, I just can't. I can never do any good with those type of weapons. Like the bomb effect rockets, I absolutely hate them. So I guess I'm not the person to ask about those specific weapons. Oh, Skyros for the Morphe. That could be. Ah, Yuri's having some Wi-Fi problems. That's a bummer. Hopefully get them fixed up one of these days here soon. One thing you could try to do is unplug your Wi-Fi router. Leave it unplugged for like 30 seconds or a minute or two, then plug it back in. You do got to power cycle those Wi-Fi routers I do it about once a month at least. What's up, MM? How you doing today? All right, I'm going to read back up through the chat for a second. So Pixel's talking about weapons you can build in the workshop. I would probably build the Nucleons, honestly. They do great up close and they do good from a distance. Right now, Nucleons seem to do... Nucleon atomizers and Quarkers actually seem to do good on every robot. Everything I've played them on recently has done excellent, so... They're a little bit older, but there's some of the better weapons at the moment that are easy to get. Is it worth upgrading Mars to Mark III? Sort of. I mean, ever since they came out with those tokens, I just run all of my robots at 12 too. Maxed out Mark II, right? I don't Mark III anything anymore. I don't think it makes a big enough difference. Now, a tank like a Fenrir that gets a little bit extra hit points or something, it's probably worth it, but... Hey, Jamel, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being a channel member. Mech says the extermination resets tomorrow. I wonder if we're going to have the special edition invader in there. Abba, you gotta go, buddy. Catch you later, buddy. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice to see you. Sorry for clearing my throat there. My sinuses are kind of wrecked today. I usually try to mute the mic if I'm gonna do that, but I know nobody wants to listen to me going ah. All right. Those are some nasty sounds to have to hear. I apologize. But, I mean, it comes down to personal preference whether or not you want to Mark III stuff. Now, some robots do have a special thing that where when you Mark III them, they get something a little bit extra, more than just durability or hit points. So in some ways, those robots might be worth it. How would you run maxed out Gothic Mars? Weapons, modules, drones, mothership. Alright, so Mars, I would probably go with the blast shotguns or pulsars. So mace or pulsars would be two of my top choices. My third choice would probably be the Nucleons. Or is that atomizers? It might be atomizers. Same weapon, but I always get mixed up which one's heavy and medium because there's hundreds of weapons in the game now, so it gets very confusing trying to remember which ones are heavy, medium, lights, but I would probably run a repair amplifier, a nuclear amplifier, and an immune amplifier as the modules. And I would probably run a paralysis drone to try and lock people down faster, because if you can lock people down, that turret will tear people to pieces. If you don't lock them down, there's a pretty good chance they'll be able to get away from the turret. So that's pretty much how I would build the Mars. Yeah, the gargantuan weapons are actually pretty good, or I'd say lance and glaives are nice because they never stop firing. So if you're playing spider modes, those two are very good. I mean, the gargantuan type of weapons will hit multiple spiders at once, which is really good. But Lance and Glaive will just shoot over and over and over, and you never have to wait for a reload. So I think those are the two best ones. Suresh, I do not like the Gallus on the Behemoth. Not a big fan of those. A lot of times you shoot somebody and like they get absorbed by a shield, or somebody goes into stealth and you miss the shot. Then you got to sit there and wait forever, and you can't protect yourself if somebody gets close to you because you have a single shot weapon. So I'm not a big fan of the Gauss or any of those type of weapons. Maybe if you had a really fast robot that could run away and get to cover or get out of danger, but I just don't like those weapons. Kush wants to know Harpoon Scorpion, Blast Shotgun Skyros, or Blast Shotgun Angler with two... Oh my god, I can't talk or read today. So Kush, if you just want an assassin to just pick people off, that's where Scorpion comes in. If you want something to set on beacons and try and hold beacons as long as possible, Skyros. If you want an in-your-face brawling robot, go with the Angler. So it depends on what you're trying to do with it. All of those are amazing, but it depends on what you're looking for. What style of robot do you need in your hangar right now, right? Mutazim, what's up, buddy? Ah, Yuri says the connection is fine. Good, good. Up, Team 1's mom's calling. All right, buddy. If you have to go, we will catch you a little later. Thank you for stopping by the stream. It was nice to have you here. Welcome back to the game. Just for fun, how's your day going? So Mech says he wished the Glans and Laves had more range. I mean, they do have 500 meters, which is pretty good. 600 meters would be nice, but they would probably be super crazy. But yes, I also wish they had a 600 meter range. That would be awesome. Alright, let me read back up to the chat and see if I missed anybody's questions. If I happen to miss your question, you know, don't spam it over and over, but if I don't answer it in 2 or 3 minutes, feel free to ask again. Animal, how you doing today? Which is better, blue pilot with 2 or more abilities, or a gold with a legendary pilot with 1 ability? Okay, well, here's the thing. The blue pilots cannot have gold abilities. Legendary pilots are always going to be better because you can eventually get your skills up to the max level. And if that pilot has a skill for, you know, a specific skill for a specific robot, that benefits that robot. But even if it's not the right pilot and the legendary skill doesn't work, at least you can get your skills up to gold, I guess. So in my opinion, the legendary pilots are better. But if you had a blue pilot with all purple skills, it would be okay, but you would be at a slight disadvantage against the other players who have all the gold skills. You know what I'm saying there? Just for fun, I would love if Pixonic would buff the Gargantua Pantagruels. That would be awesome. Oh, did anybody get on the test server and try out the new targeting system? Alright, so Yuri wants to know what to use to counter links on a Fenrir. I don't know if there's really a good counter for Lynx. Thing is, like, any weapon that hits really hard is going to do the same for the Lynx, because Lynx has his little defense system and you have to take that down before he starts taking a decent amount of damage. I would say the weapon that's probably going to hit the Lynx the hardest would be like a Glory. And being able to lock him down might be nice as well. So maybe like a Glory and 2 Pulsars. That might be pretty good. Or a Blight and 2 Pulsars. But I don't think there's really anything that specifically counters him, unfortunately. Is Razdor Mars good with paralysis? Yeah, it's okay. If you enjoy playing the Razdors, you'll probably like it. Personally, that would not be my first choice, but those are nice weapons. Carl says, can any pilot be legendary? No. So there's regular pilots and then there's legendary pilots. The regular pilots don't have a special legendary skill. And there's no way to add them on there. So like the blue pilots are always going to be, you know, a step down from the legendary ones. No, we don't really know what they're going to do. I mean, there's a chance someday they could probably rework the pilots. They seem to be reworking a lot of stuff, so they could change that at some point, but as of right now, no. Yeah, the whole 50% off of pilot upgrades, I mean, that's something they probably will do again, but it's probably going to be few and far between. So if you're looking for a healing robot, Mender or Kepri. Alright, so if you have a Mender with the Marie Leclerc pilot, if you can get that pilot for your Mender, the Mender is a mega healer. But it dies pretty easy. Now, if you have a Kepri, you can brawl with it, you're somewhat tanky, and you can heal people at the same time. But if you want to specifically just heal, I would say the Mender. If you want a healer and a fighter, I would go with the Kepri. Both are very good, but they're both going to be a lot different. Alright, so Ibrahim is asking about a giveaway. Just so you guys know, if there are any giveaways, those are arranged by the game makers. So us YouTubers don't get to give out things anytime we want. The game manufacturer has to arrange a giveaway for us to do before we can give out items. So if you go to a YouTuber stream or something and ask them for items, they can't just give you that stuff. It's just not possible. Emperor, how you doing today? Yes. Yes, Captain Clyde is a legendary pilot and it has a skill for Mars. So you were very correct on that one. What's up, Antisocial? Alright, so Pixel's worried about the harpoons being nerfed. Nothing is safe from being nerfed in this game. I mean, honestly, you never know. Lucky, how's your day going today, buddy? I'm reading back up through the chat. Emperor, glad you're doing great, man. Alright, I've got to... I gotta ban antisocial for asking about my giveaway. When am I giving away the giveaway? Giveaway, give. I think he's trying to give me a hard time over here. What's up, Blake Lee? Camos Birds, Aurox. Nice to see you guys. But I believe that this current giveaway goes until the end of the month. Oh, wow. Today's the 1st. It's what? August 1st right now, huh? Crazy. Emperor has 15,000 silver keys. That's a pretty nice amount right there. If you open them during one of those upgrade overdrive things, I would assume that's going to be more than enough to get a couple of super chests, right? Jixie, I do not read the pilot's backstory because to me, I'm here to play a game, not read a story, right? So to me, those backstories aren't really interesting. I mean, some people are into it, but not my thing. If you like that stuff, awesome, but I do not. Lucky to suggest a weapon for Kepri. Atomizers, pulsars, or blast shotguns. Those would be great. Sharesh wants to know, are the toxic weapons effective against the defense system of Nether and Lynx? I've never really done a proper test on that, so I don't actually know. Yeah, I've never really tested that out. I have no idea. On a tanky robot, they seem to do a lot of good damage, but I don't know how fast they take the defense systems down, or if they do at all. I know they're not very good at taking down shields. Blake says, who is the best pilot for Nether? I am the best Nether pilot. Me. Me, me, me. Me, 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 me. I'm trying to remember the Nether. I think it depends on which weapons you're running, but I like the ice guy. I like the ice guy, Blake. Now, if you're running the spike weapons, then you might want to switch over to the werewolf guy. But if you're not running the spike weapons, I would say the ice guy is better. What's up, Cole? How you doing? Gideon, what's up? What's up? Catherine, how are you? Is the Natasha any good? No. It's great for a brand new player, but you will outgrow it very quickly. So if you buy a Natasha, I wouldn't put it much past like level 6 or something. If you're new to the game and you need a quick robot, sure, grab it and play it, but don't put too many resources into it, because you will outgrow it. But it'll probably do you good for a few or several months until you need to replace it with something else. But it's definitely a starter robot. Do you test ever pilot for Scald? 50%. Don't remember the name. Peregrine. If you're asking if I've used that pilot, yeah, but I still just don't like those weapons. I don't know. Even with the pilot, I don't like those weapons. I don't know what it is. Sharesh, yes, the Weber does not seem to work on the defense systems. But the crazy thing is that those weapons are supposed to go through all defense points, but they really don't. Antisocial, yeah, I know the girl who runs the old school tournaments. They usually do it like, I think 11 p.m. or something when I'm sleeping, so I'm in bed by like 9 o'clock. They're starting that up at like 11 p.m. or midnight or something, so I remember she offered to do it at a different time if I wanted to show up, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to make you guys do that. I'm like, I am not going to make you guys change the times just for me. That wouldn't be right of me to ask her to do that or have her do that. What's up, 661? How you doing today? But yeah, I think they're going to be doing an actual tournament with it. I did hear something about that. I think Pixonic was going to be involved. But I haven't heard any more for a while. Carl says somebody is better off with Lancelot. Yeah, Lancelot's a really great starter bot. Is the Ardent Blitz good? Yes, the Blitz is a cool little robot. I think there's a legendary pilot that gives him a longer ability or more hit points or something during the ability. I forget what his name is, but if you can get the legendary pilot for him, that makes him a lot better. I kind of think something vicious, wasn't it? Blake loves us all. Aww. Aww. How sweet. Well, thank you, Blake. We love you too, buddy. Anti likes the idea of an old school tournament. Yeah, so I think it would be like all old school robots that have to be level 6 or lower. I believe there's like a list of robots you can use. Which pilot for Gothic Mars? I like Captain Clive, that gives him more ability damage or whatever for his turret. It makes the turret shoot faster, I believe, which gives him more damage overall. That's still my favorite pilot. Now, sometimes pilots can be personal preference, because sometimes there will be a couple of pilots for one robot and they're both good. But that really can boil down to personal preference in your playing style. So, in my opinion, Clive is the best, but there may be some people who like the other one. Oh, level 9? It used to be level 6. I guess they stepped it up a little bit. Weapons for Aether. Put on Glaive and Lance. I don't know why, but those are the only weapons I actually like playing on the Aether. I can rack up a lot of kills with Glaive, Lance, Aether, but I can't do the same with other weapons. Those just work really, really, really well for me. Catherine subscribing, awesome, thank you. Glad you're enjoying the channel so far. I do like Pantagruels a little bit on the Aether, but here's the problem with the Pantagruel weapons. They're great if you can shoot multiple targets at the same time. Like if you can find like 5 guys bunched up in one spot, the amount of damage you can rack up out of that is insane. But if you're just shooting like one person, not so much. What is this song called? The name of the song is called Royalty. EGZOD, I think is the name of the artist. But the song's called Royalty. Yeah, Aether's a lot of fun. It's still one of my favorite Titans to play. Yes, it's a royalty-free song, actually. I got this straight from YouTube. Off of the royalty-free music library thingy that they give us. Tell you why what? I don't know what you want me to tell you about. Alright. So yeah, I guess Predator did a video about that tournament. Yeah, you know, I think glaives do a lot of damage to the Rook's shield as well. The only thing I don't like about this song is it's louder than the rest of the songs. So when it comes on, it's louder than everything else. Alright, so Rajesh is asking about utilizing his resources. Well, that's kind of a hard one to do because things change so much in this game, but this is the advice I give to somebody who's having a hard time getting resources. Pick 5 robots that you like playing and you don't think are going to get nerfed or changed anytime soon. Fill them up with weapons, right? And don't change anything. Just keep upgrading that particular hangar until it's maxed out. One problem, I used to do this, and a lot of people do this, and this is a major issue, is every time somebody gets something new, they tend to stop upgrading their current stuff, throw the new stuff on, and then start upgrading the new thing. And they get another new thing, and they do it again. Then they get another new thing, and they do it again. And then 4 years later, they're wondering why they never have anything more than a level 9 or a level 10 hangar. So you gotta stick with one hangar and max it out, and don't change anything or start upgrading anything else until that hangar is maxed out. So once everything in your hangar is maxed out, then work on upgrading something new. It's there's a lot of grinding, a lot of playing to earn these resources, and it takes a really long time to max out a hangar, but that's the best advice I can give you. Just make sure you're spending on your resources on things that count. Things you're going to continue to use for a long time. Hopefully that helps. For Mars, Pulsar, Fainter, or UG? I would go with the Pulsar. I think Pulsar is going to be the best out of those. Those laser weapons got nerfed, and now they overheat really, really fast. So I don't like the laser weapons anymore. They were amazing until they nerfed them, and they pretty much ruined them, in my opinion. I feel like they totally ruined those weapons on the nerf. And Fainter is nice, but Fainter has a really long reload time. Pulsar locks people down, it does a lot of damage, and it's got a somewhat fast reload, so that's probably a really good choice for almost anything when it comes to medium weapons. So yeah, definitely go with the Pulsars. Alright, let me read back up to the chat. See if I missed anything. I remember when I got my first Ardent Blitz. I think that was my first special edition robot. And I already had a Blitz maxed out, but I liked the way it looked so much, I sold the regular Blitz and upgraded the Ardent. That was the first time I ever did that, just because I liked the way it looked. But yeah, you gotta be really picky with what you upgrade. And yeah, like Patchy said, when you have a meta weapon or a meta robot, something that's newer that just came out, it's almost guaranteed to get downgraded. Now the thing is, some things get downgraded and they're still amazing afterwards. Like for example, they've nerfed the Khepri I don't know how many times. Like 5 or 6 now. And it's still a nice playable robot. Then they nerfed something like the Fafnir and it's almost worthless. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's better to find robots and weapons that have already been nerfed and focus on those, because they're less likely to be nerfed again. I mean, sometimes they do get nerfed again, unfortunately. Alright, so Rajesh, I don't really use shot grouping because the thing is, you're spending your resources on a skill for weapons, but you might not always want to use those weapons on that robot. What if you take those weapons off and change to something else, and then you're going to have to respin that skill again, and that's going to cost more gold. So if I'm playing scatters, I'm just going to get as close as I can to the enemy. I'm not into the skills for weapons, right? If the skill doesn't work on the robot, no matter what weapon I have on it, I'm not interested in that skill. Now, everybody's different. Some people don't mind spending the extra gold, but I don't like that. Riddick, you're welcome, buddy. But Scatter does do a little bit more damage as you get closer. But I think when you have the shot gripping on the Scatter, it makes the ring a little bit smaller. So more of the ring hits the enemy, doing more damage. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright. Catherine says, I'm a noob in the game. That's alright. We all were at some point, right? When you start a new game, hey, there's a lot of learning and a lot of stuff to figure out and do, so it takes a while. You gotta have a lot of patience or a lot of money, one or the other. But if you play a lot and you have patience, you can build a really nice hangar if you do everything correctly. Oh, wow. A whole bunch of comments just showed up at the same time. That was weird. Okay, so how to kill a behemoth. So you're seeing those guys with the special edition prismas, and those do hit very hard. So you have to find a way to get close to it. More than likely, the behemoth is going to be hiding in the back somewhere and staying behind cover. So you kind of got to sneak up on it, get as close to it as possible, and then just run in on it. Now, those particular weapons you're talking about, the closer you get to them, the less damage they do. The further away you are from those weapons, the more damage they do. So plus, those weapons also run out of ammo kind of quickly and have a little bit of time on the reload. So you just got to figure out how to get close to them without dying. And then when you get close, just run up right against him and do as much damage as you can. It can take a little skill and a little strategy to learn to take those guys out. But Behemoth is a somewhat tough robot, but if they got those weapons, yeah, the closer you are, the better. Yeah, a robot that goes into stealth like an angler doesn't have a hard time getting close. Lynx can go into stealth. He doesn't have a super hard time getting close. Nether has all those dashes, so a Nether could actually just dash across the map really quick and get close to him very fast. Sometimes robots with the purple shields, you might be able to use that to your advantage. Sometimes you can get within like 350 meters with a robot like the Revenant or the Scorpion and teleport to him and smash him when you teleport. So those are a few different ways to deal with that kind of thing, which I know is hard to do, but it's not always easy to get rid of those guys. Hey, Bobby says, my best hanger is my most powerful hanger. Most of it, not all of my robots use kinetic weapons, while my Titans use energy weapons. And Tunic, Alpha Slot, and 2 kinetic weapons. I'm not very good at reading, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic, so I don't read well. Oh, Sherez says it doesn't make sense why the sonic weapons have a thing because they have a 200 meter range. Well, at 50 meters, they do more damage than at 200 meters. So that's why there's a shot grouping. But I wouldn't put it on there. Yeah, kinetic weapons are good right now because kinetic weapons are great at breaking shields. And there's we're seeing a lot of shells coming back. We got rooks all over the place with shields. So, you know, kinetic weapons are pretty good. We've got Carson Gaming. What's up, Carson? How you doing today? He says, hello from Canada. How are things going over there in Canada today? Are the forest fires still going, or did they finally get those things out? Mark III Leo. Leo's a great robot for somebody who's new, and it can carry you up into the higher leagues, so you will outgrow the Leo eventually, but it's a great little robot. For a long time, that was my favorite robot. Like when I first started out, I think I had like, if I remember correctly, I think I had 2 of them in my hangar. Those fires are still going. That's a bummer. Too many fires. Yeah, the one thing I hate about the fires is sometimes we get the smoke from it. It's amazing how far the smoke from those forest fires travels. There was one morning I woke up and it looked like it was fog outside, but it was smoke from the fires. Like, holy crap. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that before. I mean, that's kind of scary. I would imagine if you live in some parts of Canada, it's probably hard to breathe. Yuri has a Mark III Cossack. I've got one of those too, and I have tried to play it once or twice, but it never goes very well. It does not work well, I'll tell you that. I remember once or twice I was able to get a kill with the Cossack. Brandon, do you have the grenade launchers? Those work great on Lynx. Glories are really good. Redeemers are really good. Those are my 3 favorite setups for him right now. I don't know what you have, but if you have any of those, go for it. It's good. It's good. What is the fastest robot in the game? I still think it's the Rogatka with that ghost skill. Now, I mean, if you count in dashes, maybe the Nether. I mean, the Nether can dash halfway across the map. But if you're not counting dashes, I would definitely say it's got to be Rogatka. It probably does like 200 kilometers per hour with the ghost skill on it. It's crazy fast. It's fun to play too. It's not very good, but it's fun. Yawns. I need more coffee. More coffee. Alright, so Fotis, I don't actually like the Orochi. It's really hard to keep the Orochi alive. Mine dies really fast. It's a very squishy robot, so you have to play it extremely carefully. I think the only way the Orochi really does good if you can sneak up on somebody with low health and beat them up really fast with something like Glories. But I don't know, like every time I go up against an Orochi these days, I kill it really fast, or every time I try to play mine, it dies super fast. So I can't really recommend the Orochi, unfortunately. Carson, you like the yawns, my man? I'm always tired. I'm always tired. Hey, person with a name I cannot read. How are you doing today? Yeah, Lynx is kind of like the Orochi, but way better. Lynx has a defense system that keeps it alive, and Orochi doesn't. It just dies. But yeah, if you guys got questions, definitely feel free to ask them. Get your questions in there. Now, I don't know everything, but hey, maybe I'll have an answer, right? But I'm really glad they're working on the targeting system. I mean, we've been asking for them to do something about the targeting system for years. What was it, maybe 2 years ago they made a change, but it really wasn't that helpful. It still switches targets like crazy. So hopefully they get that new targeting system all dialed in and fixed up and working awesome. You want me to pick a number 1 through 14? Well, the first number that came to mind was 12. 12 popped into my head, so I'm going with 12. What's up? We got old pothead in the house. How you doing today? But Fotis, if I was going to play Orochi, Redeemers would be a good choice. But I don't think I would spend my resources on an Orochi if you didn't already have it leveled up. Hey, Mr. Geest, what's up, buddy? Brandon wants to know what mothership to use. I think right now my favorite's going to be the roulette with 2 of those durability extender turrets. Now the problem is a bunch of motherships are about to get nerfed, so they're not going to be as good. My favorite has always been the Northlight, but I don't think the Northlight's going to be very good anymore, so I think the Paladin and the Roulette are probably the best ones at the moment. Jason, I'm doing pretty good, bud. How about yourself? Alright, so you like Orochi with glories? Are you doing well with it? Yuri says, rip to the links. Why, did they announce they were going to nerf it or something? So Rajesh, I think if you go to the shop, you can buy the durability extender modules with those Dorito chips. Like they're selling modules for Dorito chips, the upgrade tokens. I'd have to log in to make sure they're in there, but let me log on to the game really quick. Now, pretty soon they're going to start throwing our turrets away if we take them off of a mothership. Sherez says it's raining. Yeah, we don't have any rain today, actually. We've had a couple of days of rain, but today's nice and clear. But we had a lot of rain for a few days, which we kind of needed. We needed the rain really bad, actually. Yeah, I guess I can see how Orochi might be a decent counter to the Crisis in a way. Very hard to keep it alive, though. Oh, here comes the horrible sounds, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, let me try and look at the turrets and see which ones we can get. So if you go to the store, you can buy the Lifesaver for 2 Dorito chips. You can buy anti-jamming support for 2. Aegis blast system for 1. You can get... That's the same one. Hold on a second. You can get the new positive energy replicator for 2 Dorito chips. You can get the durability extender for 2 Dorito chips. Or the repair blast station for 1 Dorito chip. So yeah, they're in there in the store, but you do have to get those little tokens. Alright, so Orion is getting nerfed. Orion's going to do something like 25% less damage to Titans, I guess. I don't know. So Orion's not going to be very good, or not as good, I should say, on the next update. It's kind of upsetting that they're doing that. Sometimes I wish they would just leave things alone. Things like motherships, I wasn't really expecting to see them getting a bunch of nerfs, but they are. What can you do, I guess? It is what it is, I suppose. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Jason says, how you really rich? Are you talking about me or somebody else or what? So Photos, the Thor's a nice mothership. I don't think the Thor is going to get nerfed anytime soon. I can't remember if it was on the list, but I'd have to find the list of the motherships they're nerfing to be sure. But as of right now, all the motherships are pretty good except for the dreadnought. And it just really comes down to which ones you like the abilities of best. We got WizBiz. What's going on, my man? What's my favorite robot? It's hard to have a favorite, but Mars is super fun. Fenrir and Vader, I like them both a lot for tanks. Those are three of my favorites at the moment. It's hard to pick a favorite. Wiz wants to know, is Typhon the best robot in the game? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it was the best. I mean, it's a really good attack robot. If you want to play from like a mid-range robot, yeah, it can beat you up if you're really good at it. But I definitely can't say. I don't think there's really such a thing as a best. Because it depends on what game mode you're playing, whether or not what you're trying to do with it. So, for example, I don't think I would take a Typhon to try and capture beacons, you know what I mean? Wiz, thanks for being a member, buddy. I really appreciate that. Oh, he's gifting memberships. Thank you, my man.
Thank you for the extra support. It means a lot.
That's awesome. It's very nice of you. Thank you. Fotis. Paladin is a great mothership. Most people love it. Pretty much all the guys in my clan all want to run the Paladins. Like it's definitely one of the favorites. One thing they like is, I guess, the shield. If your shield doesn't get destroyed, it turns into healing.
Awesome. Thank you for the extra support. It means a lot.
Buddy, thank you so much. That's awesome. It's very nice of you. Yuri, your favorite robot is a Griffin? Griffin was cool back in the day. I remember wanting a Griffin so bad when I first started. I was like, I can't wait to get that robot. I was like, that's got to be the best robot in the game. I have to get the Griffin. And eventually I got it. And it was very good at the time. Now, when I first started playing this robot, there was nothing but basic stuff. Not this robot, this game. When I first started playing War Robots, everything was so basic. You had robots and weapons, and power cells didn't exist back then.
We have a new member. Awesome.
Wow.
Thank you for the extra support.
More new members. What's up, Big Daddy? Yeah, things were so different when I was first starting the game. Wow. He's blowing up the stream with gifts. Holy moly. Everybody's a member.
We have a new member. Awesome. Wow. Thank you for the extra support. It means a lot.
We have like 942 new members. Man, that's really nice of you, buddy. Yeah, I think when you give somebody memberships, YouTube actually picks who get them. I don't think he gets to pick who gets them. YouTube is like, let's just give it to these people. Like, I'm not really sure how they decide, but... Hey, Devastator, what's up, buddy? Oh, yeah, I remember when Heihachi first came out. I never got to get one back then. Yeah, Wiz says it's random. Yeah, it randomly picks who gets them when he gives the memberships. So don't feel bad if he didn't give you one because he doesn't get to choose. Yeah, that's really nice of him, actually. Thank you. Super nice. Oh, wow. He's going to do another 10? That's really cool. WizBiz is my clan, guys. He's one of our newer clan members. How long you been here? I guess you're not that new. Have you been like 3 months, 4 months? I'll tell you what, time goes by so fast it's hard to keep track. Tell him Capital One. Carson says, "What's in your wallet?" Well, that's Capital One, right? That's their logo, isn't it? Or their little saying on their commercials. Do I think the Avoras will get a nerf? Well, they already did get a nerf. They run out of ammo a lot faster now. Are they going to get another nerf? Man, I would not be surprised if they did, but I don't know if it's coming anytime soon. What's up, Crack? WizBiz says Google Play is acting silly. Hopefully it's not doing anything too crazy. Yeah, I'm sure the Rook is going to get nerfed. I think there's supposed to be another Titan going into the test server for testing, so
We have a new
more than
member.
likely,
Awesome. Thank
more
you for
than
the extra
likely they will
support. It
nerf the
means a
Rook
lot.
right about the time the new Titan comes out, or shortly after. But the thing is, we never know what they're going to nerf or when they're going to do it. WizBiz says I'm the #1 YouTube. Thank you, buddy. The #1 WR YouTube.
Thank you so much for the donation. You
I
are
appreciate
awesome.
it, my man.
WizBiz donated $2 through Super Chat. Danny #1 WR YouTube.
He's done. Well, yeah, man, we all appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so Mech says something about YouTube. Posted something about upgrading clans. That was on the War Robots YouTube channel. Let me go see if I can find it. It was actually something their YouTube channel posted, like a video or what? Anti would like to see another extermination live stream. That was kind of fun. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll do that one of these days. I think the extermination is going to reset again pretty soon. In the community section. Alright, let me go try and find their channel really fast. Let me type in War Robots. War Robots. War Robots. Oh, I typed in Robits. What's kind of funny though is when I type that in, it's kind of hard to find the official channel. Like it just keeps showing me like Manny, Adrian, Predator. There's my video. There's AD, but it's hard to find the official. Let me try War Robots official. Maybe that'll make it pop up. There it is. Oh, I'm not subscribed to it on this channel. That might be why. I got like several YouTube channels. Okay. In future updates, the clan system will get a major upgrade. We plan on making it a more prominent part of the game by adding some new features and polishing the existing ones. If you are a clan leader, we need your feedback. Tell us which improvements you would like to see first. Clan search, recruitment tasks, hierarchy, member list, clan rating. If any of these features don't live up to your expectations, please feel free to let us know how they can be improved. And there is a Google form they want you to fill out. On August 4th, we will collect your feedback and set about building the clan system everybody's dreams. So it sounds like they want to make clans more fun and improve clans.
We have a new member. Awesome. Thank you for the extra
WizBiz
support.
says,
It means a
okay,
lot.
sorry, I woke up blowing up the chat. Hey, I don't mind. It's all good, my man. As long as it's not some sort of spammer blowing it up, it's all good. You know what I mean? You are okay. Don't worry about it. We appreciate it. Old Pothead says, oh yeah, you know, I don't know why they don't have the custom matches work. Like, yeah, I think you can only invite somebody if they're in your clan nowadays to custom matches. Like, they took away the invite by player ID from custom matches. I don't know why they did that. Ward says, I hate when people spam their IDs and giveaways. I hear you on that one. You know what? What was the small 5-item giveaway for this week? Wiz says, I'm working on a payout for the RH tournament, but I can only do a little bit. And sometimes Google is really weird. I don't know why it's like that. What's in 5 minutes, Wiz? Oh, maybe you're talking to Pothead about something? I am not sure. I do not know. But check this out. Where's that thing? I got a really cool idea that you guys might like here. On-screen keyboard. It's gonna take me a second to pull this up. Enter. Continue. Oh crap, I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on a second. Too much going on at once. There we are. So I have 7 of the Labris weapons to give out. Speaking of giveaways, guys, since I did my big giveaway video on Sunday, Why don't I give some of those out on the live stream? So, if you would like to enter to win one of the 7 Labyrinths weapons, put your player ID and your platform in the chat and only put it in one time, please. And I'll give those out here on the stream. So we're going to do a small giveaway here. Copy, copy, copy. Somebody doesn't like giveaways. I'm amazed. Yuri, why don't you like giveaways, buddy? Copy. I guess the first 7... Oh, there's only 5 this time. I'm sorry, it's only 5. So the first 5 people to enter their IDs... Copy. Sometimes they do 5, sometimes they do 7. I don't understand that. This week is only 5. Copy. So I grabbed the first 5 IDs there that posted. All right. Okay. So if anybody missed it, I'm sorry. I grabbed the first 5 that I saw. Yuri says, I want them to get the weapons because I already have... Oh yeah, that's cool actually. That's very nice of you. You know what really made me mad though is there was one person that used to win giveaways all the time for some reason. And I remember he entered into one of my Titan giveaways or something like that. I remember he came on my Discord and he said, hey, I won the giveaway. That's amazing. I've already got 4 of those Titans though. And I kind of chewed him out. I'm like, why would you enter if you've already got 4 Titans? You can only use 1 of them. I kind of yelled at him. I said, man, you should have not entered because somebody else could have used that. You've already got 4. I thought that was rotten. But yeah, that was messed up. Like, why would you enter a giveaway for something you can't even use when you've already got more than you need? You know what I mean? Wiz, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Very nice of you, man. Yeah, that was a very greedy player. I can't remember if it was a Titan or something, but he had more of them than he could have ever possibly used. He either said he had like 3 of the Titans or like 7 of the regular robots, something like that. You know what I mean? I think that was the last time I ever heard from that person. He used to post on my Discord all the time. But I kind of yelled at him because that wasn't right. He should have let somebody else... He should have never entered in that, man. Let him... You know, if you already got more than you need, let somebody else enter.
Thank you so much for the donation. You are awesome.
I'm still actually mad about that.
Donated $10 through Super Chat.
And then he started bragging about it. And I was like, what do you... That's what really made me mad is he had to... He was like rubbing it in everybody's nose that he won it. I don't know. That was messed up. That was messed up. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, well. So we got about 10 more minutes on the live stream, everybody. Oh my goodness. I hope that didn't come through on the stream. I had a nasty burp that rolled up and came out of nowhere. Sometimes when I stand up, it's just like all this air rushes up, man. It's nasty. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So sometime a little later today, I'll post a screenshot of the IDs that got picked. Yeah, we got a few more minutes on the stream, so if you've got any last minute questions, get them in now. It was awesome having you guys here. WizBiz, again, thank you, man. We really appreciate all the memberships and stuff and donations. That's super duper nice of you. Super nice. You know, you didn't have to do that. It's awesome. Glad you did, but you know. Steven says the Rhino needs a buff. Rom wants to know how to make the Typhon deadly. Alright, so in my opinion with the Typhon, you want to get some weapons that do good damage from like 500 or 600 meters, like the pulsars. I would throw a set of blights. Not blights. What's the medium? The light? Yeah, blights. The light version of the radiation weapons. The mediums. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart over here. Typhon has the medium, so the medium radiation weapons are the pulsars. Alright. There we go. Hazard, yes, thank you. I'm having a huge brain fart over here. Hazards are pulsars. Those hit crazy hard from a distance. They do really, really good. Run 1 nuke amp and 2 of the immune amps. And probably a paralysis drone. I think that would be a really, really good setup on there. What's the best beacon runner? Well, pretty much it's going to be the Skyros, I think. Unless there's a Crisis Reaper around, because that will just eat it. But right now, I would say Nether, because it can get to the beacon faster. Or Skyros, because it's just so hard to kill once it gets there. Solid Snake, buddy, thanks. Glad you enjoyed the stream, and thank you for showing up. Hope you have an awesome day. Yeah, Steven, Rhino actually sucks really bad. Last time I played Rhino, I played like 2 games with it and it came right out of my hanger. Problem is that you can't turn with it. Like every time you have to turn, you put your shield down and it takes like what feels like 15 seconds for the shield to go down before you can turn, and they kill you before it even works. Now Yuri says Loki for a beacon runner. That's actually another good choice. There's a lot more people running anti-stealth right now though, because there's so many stealth robots all over the place. So that might give Loki a little bit of a problem, but yeah, Loki's actually really good. Brandon says, what drone should I use on the Lynx? I think the Showdown, the Shy, or the Kestrel are the 3 best ones. If you don't have those, a Beak would be good as well. Those are the main ones I would look at. Armadillo is definitely a viable option, but the only problem with Armadillo is, well, it doesn't necessarily start working until you've got a couple beacons and got a couple kills, so... Any of those drones can be really good. Okay, so the free gold from the test server, I believe you can do that every single week. So if you run the test server, record a video, post it to YouTube, give them the link when you fill out the test server form, every week they should send you gold if you do that. So it's not just a one-time thing. It's actually really cool that they do that, in my opinion. I think it's awesome. Very nice of them, actually. What weapon or robot do you think needs a buff? Man, I would love to see Ao Jun brought back to its full glory that it used to have. I would love to see the Terrans get a little bit more of a buff as well. Terrans are okay, but Redeemer is crazy good. I would love to see a Terran buff. Yeah, I don't think they ever notify you when they get the gold. I think they just like send it and it randomly shows up. But yeah, I used to do it all the time. I used to go in there every week and get the free gold. I don't know why I still don't do it, honestly. I guess once I became part of the creators program, I just stopped doing that stuff, but I'm not even sure if I'm eligible anymore, honestly, because like, I know I'm no longer allowed to enter giveaways because, you know, I'm one of their YouTubers and all that good stuff. So right around the time I joined the program with Pixonic and their YouTube program, I stopped doing all that stuff to get free stuff. More than likely, I could probably do the test server thing. I should probably try that again and see what happens, because you can never have enough gold, right? My luchador needs a buff. Some people's do not, man. Some people have a luchador that will not go down. Now mine's really squishy. Rom says he always runs the quantum sensor so we can kill the Lokis. So when somebody like Ron is on the map, your Loki is toast. Angelo says gold is high price. Gold's actually really inexpensive to buy with real money. I mean, I see deals all the time where it's like 40,000 gold for what, like $8? That's pretty cheap. I used to see better deals. I haven't seen the really good gold deals. I used to get like $6 for 60,000 gold for like $6 or $7. But now those super good deals have stopped. When it was like $6 or $7, I used to buy those all the time, but now it's like 40,000 gold for around $9 or something. So I that's still cheap, but yeah, I don't know. All right, everybody, our time is up here, so the stream is ending. I want to say thank you all for coming out. It was awesome having everybody here. I really appreciate you guys a lot. I'll post a screenshot a little later on the winners of the little Labyrinth giveaway or whatever the heck. I wish they would stop making weapons where nobody knows how to pronounce the name. Labyrinth, whatever the heck it is. Hey, Jedi, thanks, buddy. Definitely appreciate that, man. Hope you are doing good. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do a video about tomorrow. I was thinking maybe a shell build. Would you guys like a shell build? Shell is starting to make a comeback. So I was thinking about doing a build with one. But I'm starting to see them all over the place. But there's kind of a specific way you gotta build it in order for it to be good. Yeah, I might do that tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've already got a shell in my hangar because I've been trying to figure out why everybody in Champion League started running them again. Shell is one of those old meta robots. Shell was awesome back in the day. Yeah, maybe I'll do a shell build tomorrow. I'm also planning on doing another Phantom build and a Blitz build sometime soon as well. I really like both of those bots a lot. That rhymed. Ha 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 ha. There's my bad rhyme. Alright guys, I gotta get going. I got some stuff I gotta get done. Thank you all so much for being here. Have an amazing day and we will catch you next time, alright? Later guys. And gals, have a great day.